I came in the world crying and fussing. Nigga, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto, I know the same. We tryna make a little change. Preacher man come around talking. I don't wanna hear it, keep walking.
Don't be afraid to venture over the bridge.
I'm Pharaoh, in every borough, my name be ringing.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Yo, what's good? It's DJ Thorough, aka Thorough, the bridge to the streets. Right now, you're watching the hottest in the streets right here on thisis50.com. Like always, I got another special guest. Introduce yourself.
It's your boy D Chamberz, 6'2", no time for the small talk, Coney Island warrior. You know what I'm saying? Living with that warrior ambition, that warrior mentality to go get it.
Alright, a lot of ball players come out of Coney Island.
Yeah, I mean, everybody make...
The most famous one, Steph Marbury.
Yeah, he got his own museum in China now. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely inspired that there's hope for people to make it out of Coney Island, because outside of basketball, nothing really ever came out of there. No artists, no music,
right.
nothing.
I'm trying to think, any artists?
But you may know some names.
Yeah, I know a couple names, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, shout out to Torre. They been doing it, before I even thought about it.
Right.
But, outside of them, there hasn't been no mainstream people that cracked the safe, you know what I mean? Touching the streets.
What made you get into hip-hop? How'd you get into hip-hop?
I've been around it since I was younger. My older cousin used to blast that Coogee rap. Big Daddy Kane, watching Video Music Box and all this shit growing up. And just knowing, like, I found an avenue. I watched other people do it for years.
Right.
And then I always played it back. And like when you have better advice or better information or better way of doing things, you keep it to yourself until where you feel like, yo, you know what? It's either the streets, this, that, and I feel like a 9 to 5 wasn't working for me at the time, and I had a voice and an opinion. I'm very influential out here. Right. So I took that as a platform of many things I'm doing.
Who were some of the first artists you started listening to as you got into hip hop?
M.O.P.
M.O.P.? Oh yeah, it's Brooklyn.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean?
You're not from Coney Island, but still.
Nah, believe it or not, they was in Coney Island. Like Lil Fame, Billy Dance, they was across the street from me. My OG, like Slick, he used to be out there. He used to bring Lil Fame through the hood. He was always out there. And then I always adapted. Like once again, I watched other hoods do music. And I was like, yo, damn, why nothing ever came to Coney Island? And I feel like the Warriors, that's what makes me live with
that. You got the Warriors.
Just like that's why I live with that warrior mentality, that warrior ambition. I put that together because a lot of times warriors, what they have to do in the movie, they have to go uptown to get the information, wind up fighting their way back, and at the end of the day, they really didn't accomplish nothing but surviving. So I want to be able to change that stigma, stand out, stamp that brand, let people know D Chamberz, because most and foremost, I feel like I fight every day, and I need to get my message out there. I'm happy to be up here. You're a real dude for calling me up here. You know what I'm saying? I run the studio. Yo, Thorough is thorough, man. If they don't know that, that's official, man. Thorough is thorough, and I keep it over 100. I met you at the music building, and I co-managed the studio in there, and I had to learn to build a foundation for people to even connect with me.
Right, I tell a lot of artists too, you gotta fuck with who fuck with you. And it's not no knock to no other blog or no other...
Nah, not them. It's a lot of fake stuff going on.
Or no other person that does interviews on other platforms, but a lot of artists, support people that wouldn't give you the time of day. You approach people, you can't even get their number. They're giving you fake numbers and emails and they spinning you. I don't do that.
Nah, a lot of times they even break bread with you and then they run off.
I give everybody a shot. That's my motto.
Nah, you got it, as a OG in the street first. You gotta be human. You gotta be real first. Because when the cameras come off, you still gotta be yourself. A lot of these dudes are not they self out here, man.
Right.
A lot of dudes that it's just for the red carpet. They chuck and jive for the picture, and after that, you don't even see them no more. But it's gotta be past the music all the time because say people you meet on the way up. You know what I mean? You see people you meet on the way down. Right. You know what I mean?
So D Chamberz, where did that name originate from?
That's my real name. My real name is Duval Chamberlain.
Okay.
It's my real name abbreviated, and shout out to my boy Cooch.
I mean, all his child support paid up because he's giving his real name.
Yo, listen, man, I'm not out here doing the real things, man. You know what I'm saying?
So he's a good dude, all right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm out here doing the right things, man. Nah, it's the truth. Some people can't use their real name. That's how they don't know how to identify with themselves. So the music come more from the heart. It comes more, authentic. Because I remember just before that year I was on the run, whatever the case may be. And Cooch, that's what the tune has. That's what Uncle Murder right now. Right. Shout out to Uncle Murder. I'm happy with the situation with 50. Just before I went in 07, I had a name like X. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people throwing my voice out like DMX, so he was like, yo, X, whatever. And then he was like, yo, man, when you doing music, you gotta pick a name that defines you. I couldn't come up with no other name, man.
Right.
And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna use my real name, man. I'm gonna tell my story and give it my best, that aggression,
right.
and bring that warrior mentality to the people. And people adapted. It took some time, but people adapted to it.
Right. Okay. You got a single out. Is it? I don't want to jack the wording of the single. I think it's like French or.
No, I'm French though.
I'm French though. Yeah.
French,
I knew it was
though.
something to do with French.
It's many ways the way I look at that. One, Duval. People think Duvalier.
Right.
They think I'm French.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of adapted. You know, I be around the Coke boys. I know people. I know.
Yeah, I was he's a clear influence on you.
Or your influence on that record. And the reason why I say that is not just because of his lifestyle, what he's doing, because anybody would want that, but it's more so because I watched him come in this game and being doubted, being hardworking, getting his own bread. He created the DVD platform. He made his money and he connected and got around the same people. He put a formula out there, but at the end of the day, nobody gave it to him. Right. He had to hustle for it, and then once he got that cosign, it seemed like the light bulb came on for everybody. Right. And I feel like that's what's going on with me right now.
Right. French definitely. I'm another person that firsthand witnessed his grind because French. A lot of people don't know this. French used to come to my house every day.
I hear a lot of stories. I heard he's in the streets hard too.
No, he used to come to my house, being a DJ, when me and Big Mike was killing the mixtape game. He's a smart man. He came to my house every day, begging me to introduce him to Cassidy and get him on the record.
It starts with the DJs.
Listen, which I did. There's a record called Cocaine City, and it's French Montana, A.R.A.B.
I remember that.
And Cassidy.
I remember that.
I did that.
Wow.
When you look at that video, they did not know each other. That was the first time they had met.
And you still making plays.
And I still, so I definitely. That's why I pride myself with trying to, help people. Nobody owes me nothing, but I like to help people. Knowing that
it makes me feel good because like when the people you study and you gotta congratulate them, give them a shout out, and you meet the people that they met along their way to success, it means I'm on the right path, man. I feel good about
you're talking to me, so you're on the right path.
I'm definitely on the right path. I'm definitely.
Anytime you're talking to me, you're on the right path. That's facts, as we say in New York.
Super facts.
Facts.
Super facts.
That's facts. So that record, French though, right? French though. What made you do that other than being influenced by French?
Alright, one day I was just sitting in the studio, 906 Music, shout out to Power, that's the owner of the studio. It was two producers I messed with, we became like our own Metro Boomin and Future type shit. Right. And it's D Nice and Nate Wavy. They call themselves Nice and Wavy. And these are young dudes, they from the other side of Brooklyn. And I watched them, they was going through beats, And truth be told, I just had Young Kai up here the other day, and they played that beat for Young Kai and they was like, I was like, yo, I gave him that side, like, yo, put that aside. And then when I was listening to the beat, I was like, yo, this reminded me of Shot Caller, like French's earlier records. And I was like, yo, you know what? I really feel like I'm French though. And all I did really was just his archive of YouTube, his current events, and I turned it into, it started off as a freestyle, and I was just, it was like, yo, you should lay that down. And I just, took some time with it, put the swag to it. Me and Chinks actually done a record too, because me being from Coney Island, him being from Fall Rock, we were supposed to bridge the gap between Zone A. We were supposed to bring Coney Island and Fall Rock together, but he passed away before we actually got to the video. Right. So I was just like, you know what? This is more of a give back, shout out to Thuggin' and Buggin' too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that's in Fall Rock. Right. And I figure like that record would be a dope New York sound, dope New York beat, and it's something that the streets was a sound that was missing since Chinks was gone, French is in LA, I just think that sound was good. Right,
the record is dope. To me, it sounds like someone wrote a record for French.
At first, let me tell you this.
It sounds like a reference track for French. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Let me tell you what's crazy about that. Shout out to Superman HB, and my man White Bills, my man Bills uptown. I played the record for Bills. Bills was like, yo, I'm called Superman. Superman be bodyguarding for, for
a lot of people French.
Yeah, you name it. Right next to French.
Yeah.
He took that record to French. The next day he flew out to LA because he was out here with Aviani, whatever. And then he took that French. That was the first thing he told me. He said, yo, daddy, that's all for me. I was like, yo, 48 hours. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, you want it, don't want it. I ain't had nothing in 48 hours. And this industry, not disrespecting French or anything. If you don't attack right away, somebody else will do it for you. So I was just like, yo, you know what? Hit the button on that. And all I did was put out a snippet on Instagram, and all I saw was flames, 100, French need to get on this. I was like, oh, you know what, Josh, Josh sound my manager. I was like, yo, let's get this mixed up. Sent that over to the blogs, created the artwork, and it just took over the blogs. Like, this is 50 posted it, all that. It was amazing.
So why didn't you just give him the record and get the writer's credit or the idea credit? And,
I would do that.
And just move
I
from there.
disappeared, but I think it's out there now. You know what I'm saying? I would love for him to get on the remix. I think that'll be fire. Or I'll open on some shows for him. Not just him. I even wrote some that I know 50 are catered to. Facts. It's called Effing Up the Club. Twin had it. Jack Thriller. That was the reason why I was at the Party and Bullshit show. You know, I've been heating up these streets. So I be getting mad love in these clubs, strip clubs, any club, and these DJs are starting to pick up because not only I come with myself, I come with a whole movement, the underdogs. And I'm talking for Coney Island. It's a breath of fresh air. I don't understand how people don't know how much of a great investment that is to tap into new land. You know, everybody did Best Style, everybody did Flatbush, they did East New York already. Come out to Coney Island, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, so obviously somebody's tapping into your value because you had a meeting up at E1, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout out to Sean Rock, shout out to Mac. Mac made that happen. That's actually like my third meeting.
Is that for this single?
It actually was for a bunch of records but that led to it. That working that record
led to that meeting.
That tweet from French Montana led to that. You know, him retweeting.
Oh, he retweeted the record because I didn't see
Twice. I'll post it again later today.
Okay. From your page?
From my Twitter account, I posted it and he retweeted it.
All right. So you know I told him to do that, right?
Well, that's gangster. If you did, I heard like 3 people who took
so I need about 10% off now.
Yeah, man, that's it. You all right. You doing confused out here these days.
You know,
but most importantly, like the record that I'm pushing right now is the main one to touch into this New York sound. Right. But I got tons of records with Dex Lauper, Handsome Ball.
That's Cindy Lauper's son.
Yeah. We was in the building.
I know that, but I'm speaking because a lot of the audience members.
Shout out to Cindy Lauper, but that boy, you know, sometimes I think he gets shadowed because of that. Because the first thing they talk about, oh yeah, time after time, Cindy Lauper, and this kid, you know what I mean, he's actually super talented, and he's willing to go to the slums to get heard.
Right.
I shot him out.
I would use it for what it is. I mean, that's what it's for.
Yeah, but guess what? He really talks about it. So if he don't talk about it, I'm not gonna talk about it. And I know
he does. You shouldn't shy away from your upbringing or who you are.
No, you can't.
You should. You can't.
That's the platinum card.
And he's dope.
He's a dope artist. We knocked the first time I met him. We knocked out 3 records, chasing the bag. All on my wave, and it's to the point where it's like we done so many records. That's a separate EP. So he's like, yo, while you get hot doing what you're doing, I'm doing what I'm doing, pushing my project. It's a good match because 1, it shows that I can keep up with the young homies that's coming up in this game, and 2, I just bring my essence to the new sound, and I can adapt. A lot of these artists can't adapt to the new sound. They want to claim, they want to just complain about, oh, yo, the sound, this, that, and the third. Now, as far as the dress code, you know, it is what it is. But I'm not going to knock that. That's what your stylist is there for.
So you're not wearing no dresses? I
don't think that's what Warriors don't do. But at the end of the day, I watch Game of Thrones. I seen Warriors swinging swords with different shit on, but I just
It's called a kilt. What is it called?
Rowdy Piper dress.
Yeah, it's called a kilt. It's not a fucking dress.
So I can't knock style or fashion. I pray to God they don't come to one of my shows and be like, no, this is for you. Because I don't think I'll be doing a show that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, speaking of the type of style you have, if I had to describe D. Chamberz music, and I know you say you do all types of music, what is your
Just think of
you're a storyteller, you do street shit, conscious rap, party shit. What do you do?
It's a gumbo of all warrior music. Okay. It provides ambition. I don't just be, you know, getting lost in the you know what I mean? There's a message even in that code with me. Like so even if I do that type of record, I said something that you're always going to remember, and there's always going to have playback value. So my warrior is Warriors music.
All right.
You know what I mean?
A lot of the audience members, for some strange reason, a lot of people that watch, they're from Missouri. You know, Missouri is a show me state.
Okay.
So a lot of times when rappers come up here saying their style is this, they can do this, do that, they always say, "Thorough, they got to show me." You know. So with that being said, I got this segment on the show called On the Spot.
Oh, on the spot.
You know what that means? That means you're on the spot. D. Chamberz, DJ Thorough. This is 50.com. Hottest in the street. We need to hit some bars. Let's go.
Yo, the Glock cocker, the 50 Cent face oxer, the big chopper, the chopper put the chopper, the doctor's doctor, the doctor's gonna need a doctor, the block hugger, the air block dugger, you need it, I got it, 3 for 20 block hugger, the jag copper, the VIP bottle popper, the model popper, the one with big breasts, her body proper, the bad bitches that get bread and bag bitches, the dot poser, the thirsty to show the ass bitches, the card swipers, the gift card quick to user, the email hacker, the nigga that hacked the whole computer, the Chase banker, capital brand chaser, the TD banker, the Wells Fargo money maker, the dice shaker, the 456 money maker. You roll 5, I roll trips, the bank breaker, the bag breaker, the nigga to fuck up your girl maker, but won't rape her. To the telly is why I take her. I meanie her. Shower raw love taping, but won't taping. No telling the tape taking. This world breakers. Next thing, we all nameless. The hooker hooker. The hooker hooker on your hooker hooker. The 3 for 20 for my 2 for 5 overlookers. Snap the camera. I'm flashing when I snap the camera. And that's a Benz. No, that's not a Camry. I'm from Brooklyn. I feel like I kill a Camden. Computers putin'. The van is on the van whip. The smooth the hustler. The trigger the gamble gambit. The gamble trigger the hustle. The smooth as my shit. The 12 stuffer. The 58 bag buster, that's mad hustlers, that's mad at mad customers, the Coney rapper, that's hotter than chili pepper, and all my dogs hungry and 4 of them miss breakfast, wake up, let's get it, we gotta eat, even by any means, police ourselves in the street, the block leader, who vote out your block leader, I cock heaters, I put him on top of Jesus, the block leaders, till we in top sweets, not top bleachers, they can't bleach me, they can't stand me, D. Chamberz. Broken language. Yo, what's up, man?
This is 50 rapper.
This is 50 killer. Killer. What up, man? Shout out to This is 50.
That was crazy.
Though. No, now, bars, man.
Now, that was definitely influenced by Smooth the Hustler.
Oh, come on.
Come on. That was broken language 2.17 right there.
Some people, you gotta have fun with this artistry, man. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people just get up here, they rap, that's cool, but do something different, man.
Right, I heard it. As soon as you started the pattern, I was like,
this is my version.
I was like, that's Smooth the Hustler right there. Shout out to Smooth the Hustler.
That's
called being influenced and taking it to another level.
Yeah,
which a lot of you young kids need to learn. Alright? Everything comes from something, no matter what. But anyway, if anybody want to get in contact with you,
follow me on Instagram, D Chamberz, DCHMBERZCIW, Coney Island Warrior. Follow my Clothesline WM Apparel. Look out for my new movie that I'm working on with Smack and Zaire called Before the Battle. You need some studio time, reach out to me, 906 Music, New York City studio plug.
You got his own studio too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm helping you to rate that. That's how we met, you know what I mean? And if you need studio time, you need to help with them single releases, definitely follow me. Don't listen to these haters. Don't let them tell you, yo, rugga, unless it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And it's your boy D. Chamberz, live with that warrior mentality, man.
And if you want to hit a French Though single, how can they listen to that?
You go on SoundCloud right now, man. We actually shooting that video tomorrow. I'm going to text you to pull up, you know what I mean? It's going to be some nice things in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm French though.
Is French going to be there?
Yo, he going to want to be there. I guarantee by the time that video drop, and I know, you got to put fire to things, and he hear it, he blasting it. The person that, my man SB told me he listened to that on his private time, but I know what it is. He's not going to just do it for me, you know what I mean? And he's going to do it for me, and
you may not need it.
No. He's not going to do it for me. I just got hotted up, make him a believer, and then he might surprise me with a verse or something like that. But shout out to KK47. He's going to be directing the video tomorrow. I'm going to do the spot. I'm going to got private helicopters and private jets I'm dancing with, and then the new helipad out in Jersey. And then I'm going to the Bronx, LaFontaine, where he's from. Shout out to the Coke Boys that I mess with out there. Shout out to Juice, Thugger, Brock, Drew, Cheese. You know what I mean? The homies, the original Coke Boys. I'm gonna be on East Tremont, then I'm coming to Brooklyn, to my side of town, and we're gonna do it in like a secluded area. Shout out to Destro for letting me use his photo spot.
All right. Is there anything you want to cover that we didn't cover?
Yo, man, the worst risk is not taking the risks at all, man. Make sure you go out there, you live every day like it's your last one. You know, me being from Coney Island, remember I told you here first, man. It can't be done. Nothing is impossible.
Actually, the worst risk is not coming to This Is 50 for an interview.
Yo, I told you, I was flying from Connecticut. I was way in Stanford. I was like, what? It's 3, eating lights, doing all that, man. Lucky for me, it wasn't no traffic on 85. Now I'm here, man.
There it is, D. Chamberz, DJ Thorough, thisis50.com. Hottest in the streets. When you see us, one knee us. Let me pay your respects.